I have enough to do with it yet, though. I do have a new staff person that deals with the elections. Her name is Tina. She comes to us from Montcalm County. She has a Newaygo County address, lives just outside of, I think, Croton Township, Big Prairie Township, in that area. But she was a township clerk for Reynolds Township for 7 years and a deputy clerk prior to that. She works with my qualified voter file, election registrations, and she's going to help me with training and so on. She took Lori Jackson's place in my office. So we have a new person in our office that we're training, and it's going very well. We're happy to have her. The February election, I only had Fremont schools, so I only had 8 precincts open, and that went very well. I am selfishly pleased to say that I do not have a May election anywhere in the county, so I get an election night off. Mecosta County has a couple of school elections, and we have a few of our northeastern townships that have to vote in those, but they will actually go outside the county, so we're pretty clear there. I will be having a night meeting with all of the local clerks to introduce Tina and to go over some new laws, changes for the elections. Next week, Wednesday, actually, so I'm sure that your clerk will be there. And I'm going to spring for supper, so be too. The only other election scheduled for this year is the November city elections. The cities have their general elections on the odd November years, and so all 4 cities will have their elections. But other than that, there's nothing extra scheduled. Now that doesn't mean that someone can't put on an election in August or November, but if that happens, of course they have to pay the entire cost because it's not a scheduled state year. The next regular election for the state will be the August primary of next year. So we're busy trying to catch up with other things in the office. Since I was here last time, in September, Newaygo County became the first county in the state to pilot and test out the ability to issue birth certificates, and birth certificates only, not death certificates or marriage licenses, but birth certificates only. We actually issue those now directly from the state system. So all of our birth certificates are on special state safety paper, which is preparing for the new federal rules on birth certificates. That what they want is for states to have one consistent form for passport and federal regulations. And so we were the first county in the state to pilot that, and it's going very well. We do have to charge a $4 surcharge, so our birth certificates are up $4, which we send to the state actually to help pay for the computer costs. And then I'm also going to pilot something new with the electronic death certificates, linking those into current indexing systems in each of the counties. So we're staying busy. But if you have any questions, please feel free to comment. We're always available.
Thank you very much. That brings us down to our agenda items. The first will be the approval of a firefighter, a young lady named Sarah Bailey. I has recommended her for the fire department. Application. If there's no questions, concerns, I'll entertain a motion to approve Sarah Bailey to the fire department.
I'll make a motion to approve her to the fire department.
Been moved in second to add Sarah Bailey to the fire department. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Welcome, new recruit. Next item agenda is discussion on truck 1430. I don't know if any of you know which one 1430 is. It's the red Ford out here in the parking lot.
The light on top.
with the light on the top. And I've been talking to Rob, and we'd like to move that truck over to the maintenance department.
Does it have a tailgate?
It does have a tailgate, it's up in the attic.
We think.
But we would also like to purchase one of the slide-in dump boxes. With that, you don't want the tailgate back on it anyway. So our goal would be to get the truck and then buy the slide-in dump box. You know,
Is it four-wheel drive?
Good. Good.
so we'll open that for discussion of the board.
What do you use it for, Bob?
Well, it was our grass fire truck, but we bought a new one.
Okay.
So, actually, everything's not off of it yet, so we're still playing the sirens and radio on it.
What's maintenance gonna be?
I think I'm gonna comment. The other guys have the lesser. Take the nice truck. But that will be doing our errands.
What year is it?
86.
And a lot of, a good use for it, Bob, will be when they dig the graves. There's an X amount of dirt that has to be removed from the site that makes up for the vault and caskets. It will make life going that way a lot easier. They can haul it to bring in dirt if they need some black dirt somewhere, or to do something along the lines. Yep.
And your budget can afford the maintenance, you're not gonna have to pick up another vehicle.
We have to.
Just talking to you.
Good big winner, he's the loser. You can afford it,
Well,
right?
he's got a nicer one now. He's got a beauty.
Good, good, that's a wise move.
And
Does
then,
it cost?
what's that?
Well, that's what we need to
Yeah,
discuss.
We have to negotiate that.
Because we were gonna sell it, use some of the proceeds, plus some other stuff towards the boat, so.
But we also have, if we're gonna bring that over to maintenance, we have a Dodge to get rid of. So we'll not get rid of
We don't want it.
They don't want it. I tried
We've
that.
got two other trucks that we need to go.
I tried to even swap.
You know,
We'll work it out with it.
you're really dodging the.
Then we should have started this negotiation before we voted on the fire person rather than one.
That's right.
Too late.
We got 14,000 miles on it.
Our truck's only got 9.
Oh, they're pretty close. Neither of them broke. So are we negotiating now, or what are we doing?
What's
Are we
that?
just voting to buy it?
Well, it's up to the board here what we do with the truck. We just move it down, then we have to deal with the wrath around. Try to explain why we're getting the money back out of it. But I still think what we'll do is we'll move that down. We can do that, and I'm all for that. But we'll sell that Dodge and put the proceeds back into the boat. That'll be our goal, is to get that back, so. I think we do enough back and forth between the stuff we do for the fire, stuff they do for us, and I think it's a very good working
I
relationship.
still don't think we got our dollar from the old fire station.
You get $1, that's all, we ain't got it from the library yet.
We got ready,
That truck, you mentioned that truck was used to fight brush fires.
Yep.
I'm assuming you have several backups that can take that.
We bought a new one last year, brand new.
Okay.
Yeah, that truck's going out of commission
Yeah,
anyway.
that's
Yes,
good.
yes.
As long as we have backup kit.
Oh, yeah, no, we had discussed keeping that as a second truck, but we really don't need it. It's
What's
it's useful life.
What boat are you looking at, for the river?
No, for the pond, actually. We're gonna keep the one we got for the river. The one we got right now is not sufficient for the pond. I mean, it's too slow. Works great on the river, but we're gonna look at something a little bit bigger, a little faster, and something we can possibly get a dock at the campground and keep it right there during the summer, so we don't have to put it in water.
Makes sense.
And that will help us pay back the truck by giving them tax rates.
Very shrewd.
Actually, we were just gonna take docks, please.
Yeah.
Very shrewd.
So what I'm looking
You better
for,
get faster at your negotiating.
what I'm looking for is a motion to move that truck from the fire department to maintenance.
I'll make that.
I'll second it.
It's been moved and seconded to move truck 1430 from the fire department to the maintenance staff. Any